This is Kilz, aka Kilz of 730, aka 30, the other half of 730. Yeah, you remember me, right? I hope so. Today's topic is very serious, very, very serious. It's starting to become a tragic epidemic, and we're gonna talk about bullying today. Bullying is just sad. We have children getting bullied in school, getting bullied online. Then you have adults who get bullied in the workplace. And it's like really not okay. You know, people have to know that they can take a stand against this. They don't have to turn a blind eye to it. Because when you turn a blind eye to it, yes, you're pretty much saying it's okay to allow it to happen. You know what I mean? Now, children are getting bullied in school, and not only are they getting bullied in school, a lot of the victims are not telling their parents that they're getting bullied. Now, with them not telling their parents that they're getting bullied, they're living in misery, you know? Then the whole cyberbullying thing is another epidemic which is really getting out of hand. Because, you know, the internet is 24 hours, and when you post something, it's forever on the internet. It lives forever on the internet. And that's making children and teenagers feel like they can't escape this, you know? So, me, myself, yes, I was bullied as a kid. I was in Catholic school, and, you know, predominantly Caucasian classmates. It was probably me and 6 or 7 other black girls in my class. And I got bullied because I was always a chubby kid. I wore glasses. My culture, I got picked on for being Haitian. I got picked on because my hair was always in doodle braids or whatever as they called it. That's what they called it. You got big doodle braids, you know? And yeah, it affected me. I had low self-esteem. I had suicidal thoughts. I cried myself to sleep many nights as a child. And I didn't tell my parents. My mother was completely unaware that I was getting bullied in school, you know? But my generation is different because it was just in school. I didn't have to worry about it online. I didn't have to worry about it in my neighborhood, you know? But it's different now with the generation of children that's coming up now because of the power of the internet and everything, you know? And it's not okay for me as a child to look at a knife or a razor blade and you pick it up and do something to myself. That's not okay. No parent should, no parent would want to hear that their child is thinking like this, you know, contemplating suicide or hurting themselves or whatever. No parent wants to hear that their child, it has a low self-esteem, low self-worth, and doesn't feel good about themselves. They're living in misery, you know? No parent wants to hear that. I mean, as a parent, I wouldn't want to hear my child is going through this. So now I feel like, as a parent, you have the birds and the bees talk with your children. You also have to have the bullying talk with your children, because anybody can get bullied. And with the power of technology now, with the smartphones, now people are using their phones to set people up, get beat up, and then they upload it on the internet. And, you know, it's like you're reliving that moment forever. And it's very, very, very scary to have to think that you can never escape this, you know? So, when you sit down with your kids to talk to them about the birds and the bees, you also have to let your children understand that it's not okay to bully, and it's not okay to allow someone to bully you. You have to make them feel comfortable where they can come to you and say, Mom or Dad, you know, such and such keeps messing with me in school. You know, such and such keeps always picking on me. You know, you have to give your children that outlet. Children sometimes feel like they don't have an outlet, you know, because maybe their parents won't, they think their parents won't care about what's going on, or they think their parents won't be able to stop what's going on, you know? And it's this epidemic now where children want to escape getting bullied by committing suicide. You know, suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You know? So, if you're a parent and, you know, you have that talk with your child, you also have to, if you find out your child is getting bullied, you have to take precautionary measures to prevent anyone else's child from getting bullied. Or if you find out your child is the bully, you have to let your child know, listen, it's not okay to bully people. There's going to be consequences and repercussions. I'm quoting a movie Life or whatever, but it's true. There's going to be consequences and repercussions if you're going to be bullying people, and especially with the power of the internet. If other people see that your child is a bully and they see your child on the street, your child is setting themselves up to pretty much get bullied or beat up or whatever, or jumped. Some people might feel like they got to take justice into their own hands and we got to teach this bully a lesson. You don't want your child to be living in fear, and you don't want your child to think it's okay to bully people for whatever reason. You should at least try to find out, why is your child bullying people? What is going on in their mind to make them lash out at the so-called, smaller guy or the so-called smarter guy, or whatever. You have to find out what's going on in your child's psyche, what they're going through, where they think it's okay to go to school and just hurt people, and provoke people to want to kill themselves. Like, this is really getting out of hand now. So there's things that you can do. There's a software you could download on a smartphone, I found out, called UTIP, UTIP. Pretty much you can send out anonymous text messages when you see bullying, or if you are a victim, you can send out anonymous text messages, and those messages go somewhere when people will come into the school or wherever the situation is going down at, and they'll be able to take swift and just measures against the bully. You know what I mean? Also, on the internet, there's a way to, you have to also take precautionary measures on the internet for cyberbullying. 9 times out of 10, the cyber bully is bullying people anonymously. They don't put their picture up, or they don't have anything that can link directly to them. Their name won't be on the profile. Their picture won't be on the profile, and they will pick on your child by going to their profile, taking a picture and making a meme out of it. Memes is like the new epidemic of pretty much cyberbullying. You can upload a picture and put captions on it and embarrass that child forever. It's not okay. So as a parent, you have to make sure that your child is comfortable, and you also have to monitor their internet activities. You know what I mean? So you have to let them know, hey, you can block people. You can make your profile private. You can, you don't have to have your main pic of yourself or your family members, because they usually attack your family members too when cyberbullying is involved. So that's one way, or a couple of ways, to prevent your child from being a victim or from being a bully, or getting victimized for being a bully. Okay? Now also, it's not just children that's getting bullied now. There's also adults in the workplace that get bullied. I know, there's a whole bunch of grown jerks in this world that feel it's okay to humiliate and ridicule people. It's not okay at all. So you have to take a stand, anonymously, preferably. If you're the actual victim and you bring it to the attention of the boss, the manager, or whatever, and they do nothing, so now you have to take the next step. Take it to the board of directors. If the board of directors is covering it up or sweeping it under the rug and not taking it, into consideration to make this important to stop, now you have to probably use the power of technology again. If you're the one getting bullied, you could secretly record the bullying as proof and then hand it in to, in New York we have New York One, 7 on My Side, Help Me Howard, so you could always, give this proof, this whether it's recording the vocals or getting footage with the video, you can always hand this in as proof that this is bullying going on, and you brought it to the attention of the powers that be, and nobody's taking it into consideration, and nobody is, doing anything. So you send it into your local news, reporter, and they could expose the corruption going on. See, nobody wants their company to get exposed in a negative way. So that definitely is one way to stop bullying going on in the workplace, And also, You can also, if you're witnessing bullying, you can do the same thing anonymously. They call it whistleblowing. You know, you can do the same thing anonymously. You can anonymously submit footage or what, you know, something you recorded of someone getting bullied, because it's not okay. People have to take a stand against this. It is not okay. All right. So I'm Killer, aka Kilz of 730, aka 30, and you know, stop the bullying. Anti-bullying is not cool. And we're gonna wrap this up, and I'm deucing out.